What's up, y'all? It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Anyway, I'm Jamie,
And I'm
62-year
Sonya.
old Virgo, August 28th birthday, Jamie. Okay, I just had to throw all that out there.
She
Okay,
had to put all that out there.
I'm
That's okay
sorry.
because, so this is so funny because we're both Virgos, except she's an August Virgo. I'm a September Virgo. We're both born in the same year. We're both born in 62 and we'll be 6. We need to do something really cool because we're 62 and we're born in 62. So we need to do something special before the end of the year.
Okay, sounds
Yeah,
good to me.
girl,
I'm all
because you
about
know what?
special.
We need to hop a flight somewhere.
Ooh, Virgos will celebrate our birthday in December. We don't
Right.
care.
Go
Folks,
ahead. You're a travel agent.
folks.
Set something up. Set something up.
Okay, okay, okay.
Uh-oh. My husband watching. Shh.
Uh, yeah, we can't tell. Secret, secret. No. So I'm Jamie, and
And
that's
why? No. What'd you
no. Who
say?
are you, lady? Who are you?
I'm Sonya. I'm the September
Sonya.
Virgo.
And we are
Why?
why? Because
Because
we
we
said
said
so.
so.
Sonya would never. She just. I'm too fast. She too slow. It's
No,
just.
no, no.
I
You know
think.
what? I think it comes out together, maybe, because we're on. You're in Vegas and I'm in Georgia, so of course we're gonna have that little lag. So maybe it comes out okay to the people who are listening. I don't
I
know.
doubt that very seriously.
Okay,
I doubt that very seriously.
I
Wait a
tried.
minute. Because you're on the East Coast and I'm on the West Coast, it comes out differently.
Yeah, it does. Have you ever noticed, like when you're in a Zoom meeting or something, like you can't sing, like people can't sing because there's a lag, because there's a lag with the time. Look,
And
I'm gonna
anyway,
call you on
y'all.
Zoom.
Anyway, y'all. Let's just move on. Okay, so let me tell you, I
Mm,
got a headache. I
yes,
got a headache.
yes.
I saw this yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and I anyway. Let Before I give my opinion, like
Mm-hmm.
y'all know I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead. We're gonna watch the clip
Mm-hmm.
and then we will discuss. Because I have,
Mm-hmm.
when I say I have a lot to say, I have a lot to say in real life.
Yep. And guys,
So,
we actually have two clips because
yes.
Crazy Cam is being Crazy Cam. So let's talk about this first one.
Okay.
Here we go.
A lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high functioning.
What situation?
Okay, so I'm not married. I have beautiful children.
How many?
Eight.
By how
Eight.
many women?
Three. And this is the kicker. I want more.
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I
I'm
just
just saying,
want
or by
God
your
to bring
wife?
them. I just want God to bring them.
Oh, okay.
My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action based. You're not taking your time.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, in disclaimer, the kids are innocent, they are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all, will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior to say that I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear, to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box.
Come on, girl.
It's unhealthy.
It's unhealthy.
It's
Yes.
unhealthy.
Say that, sis. Say that. Okay, run the other clip.
No, talk about this one first. Get out
Girl.
what's in you. Get out what's in you.
I am just, somebody needed to say it. Because you know what? You know, it's terrible on all levels. It's terrible when women have babies, and everybody got a separate daddy. It's terrible. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can say what you want to say to me or about me or what. I don't care. It's not good. It's not good for the kids. Whatever works for you works for you. As a grown adult, if you want to run around, I hate when people say that because it's the same word. But anyway, as an adult, if you want to run around and have 5, 6 kids, 5, 6 daddies, all that, that's fine. That's for you. But what about your children? It's about your children. Because those babies are going to grow up. They don't get to spend holidays with their other siblings unless you pick 5 or 6 different deadbeats. You know, so, I mean, it's just, so we always talk about that. We always have a conversation about that, right? The mamas with the multiple daddies. But we never talk about the daddies with all these children running around here. And he just can run around. And a daddy can, like they say, a woman can have a baby every 10 months, but a daddy can have a baby
every day.
Continuously.
He just drops them every day.
You know, and the fact that there's women out there that is trying to get with a man that has all these children, I would really love to sit down and have a conversation and say, what are you thinking? Just like she said, you are creating unbroken homes. When you were raised with your parents.
Exactly. He comes from a 2-parent home, and that was not an example for him at all.
But I wonder what was in the home though.
And then this is the thing. He said he's scared of marriage. Why? He had a very good example of marriage. So why is he so afraid of marriage?
Look, he's probably afraid of marriage because I know with my son, right? He saw a healthy marriage. He saw me and his dad been loving towards each other and all that. And he always go, Mom, it ain't no women out here like that no more. So I'm assuming that's the thought. I don't know, Kim, but let me tell you something. Going around like him, Nick Cannon, and all the other ones that's having these babies and popping in. Hey, yeah, right. You know, you popping in on these children and saying, hey, and thinking that you're being daddy of the year because when the kids see you, they run into you, hey, daddy, and they love you. Kids gonna love you whether you're a crackhead. I'm sorry. That's just
and they always
kids
love their parent more for some
reason. They
gonna
love their parent. They always, because they want them to love them. So they gonna try to and put love on them so that they can receive it in return. They don't know the person is sick, you know, and that's a sickness, what Cam is doing. Somewhere along the line, it's a sickness. Because guess what, Cam? If you had to take care of all 8 of those babies by yourself, you would not have another one. You would have stopped at 3.
And you know what? It's not even a socioeconomic thing because broke folk doing it too.
No.
It has nothing to do with the money.
Oh, yeah, not at all. Not at all. It's very sad for the children. You know, quit being selfish. He really thought he was Mr. Big Man on campus. And sir, you are creating dysfunction for children, for your children. You're creating dysfunction. I mean, when do they all get together as siblings? That happens. You know, do they get to spend Christmas, Thanksgiving, the holiday? I mean, you know, 4th of July. When do you get all these babies together and say bond with your siblings? You know, I mean, I know growing up in the house, my parents had 8 kids. It was 8 of us. I'm the 3rd oldest out of 8. Trust me, they were, you know, parents being like, "Oh no, your siblings, that's it. That's all you got. Stick with, you know, bond with your siblings. You know, you need a friend, you got your sister in there. Go in there and be her friend." I mean, my mom and them drilled that in us because they living in separate households, maybe even separate states. It's terrible. I am so outdone on this. I mean, I'm really, really outdone on this. It's terrible.
It makes no sense.
Oh,
and then he has the nerve to say he wants more. And see, this is the thing. He didn't say he wants more with one of the other ones that he's already had children with. He wants to go and look for someone else to have more children with. So he wants to bring a 4th person into the. And see, I'm going to say this too. I'm mad at the women. I can see, okay, number one, yeah, okay, you were number 1, so you know, you thought it was gonna last forever. Number 2, yeah, you might have thought, okay, I'm number 2. Right. I'm thinking this, but by the time you get to 3 and 4, somebody got to start thinking. See, because after like 3 and 4 and all of this, it's like, okay, he's setting the pattern. You see the pattern, because he just had a little, like his youngest child is some months old. Like we're talking 2 or 3 months old. Yes. His youngest child is just some months old. So the fact that that he's looking for someone else means you're not even with this one that you just had a baby with.
Right. I mean, to me, it is devastating because the parents, him and the mothers, are very selfish people. You want to run around, I love my kids, but you don't. No. Because guess what? If you loved your kids and you really loved your kids, you would consider how they will have to transition and deal with all of this. You know, they will grow up not knowing their siblings. They will grow up not spending time and bonding with their siblings, meeting them on the street like friends. You know, oh yeah, that's my dad's other son. That's my dad's daughter. That's what they will be known as. They're not going to be known as, no, this is my sister. This is my brother. It's going to be, that's my dad's other. That's not cool. That is so not cool. You know, and all people, men and women, need to start taking accountability. You have to start taking, let me tell you, it's a friend of my kids, and she got married and they had a kid. And then she passed away.
Oh, wow.
And so, and they were living here in Vegas. Now, mind you, they were married for like maybe 6-7 years or something like that, right?
Jamie,
so
we're freezing for some reason on Facebook. Yeah.
Am I frozen or are freezing? I'm frozen.
The whole thing is freezing. Yeah, Levert just
Velda,
told me,
can you
and
hear
I'm
us?
looking at it now, and I see where it's buffering, and I don't know why, because we have good signal and everything, but for some reason it's buffering.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I don't see.
Some days.
Right.
Oh, it says.
But I think we're good now.
Nope. I just got a thing that said it was okay. It should be okay now.
No.
Let's see.
Yeah, we can see. I can hear you clear and I can see you good. But I think as men and women, we have got to start taking accountability. We have got to, I mean, get some birth control. Get some people, I mean, oh, it's so frustrating. Get some men carry condoms. I remember literally when my kids were younger, I think you're freezing up again. I don't know what the internet is doing.
Yeah,
I mean, it's going
I
in
think
and
it's
out, so I hope y'all can hear us.
yeah. I see what Velda said that the
Yeah,
guy
right,
was
Velda.
yeah, and she's
Yeah,
right. It's like you're afraid to get married, but
get married, but you ain't
you'll
afraid
sleep
to.
with a woman with no protection.
The woman you're afraid of marrying, you right, you're afraid of marrying her, but you're not afraid of her raising your kids.
No,
I mean,
she's
that's an
right. She's
important
saying, but
job.
you'll sleep with her with
I
no
mean,
protection, but you're afraid of marrying her, and it's like that makes no
right.
sense.
It just it does not make sense at all. It's really sad. I really think that people need to I mean, protect yourself. People out here having kids and they don't even know the man's real name.
Nope,
You know, I mean,
nope,
come on. That man
nope.
name ain't Pookie, baby. I mean, what is his name? You know, I
Right.
mean,
You said, what's his
it's just
government name? I
crazy.
don't know.
You know, really. I mean, I need to know something about you. I need to have met your family. I need to have because trust me, if your kids, if you want to say the dad is a deadbeat, but 9 times out of 10, the grandparents won't be a deadbeat, and the siblings won't be a deadbeat. They will love on their nieces and nephews and grandkids. If you have a relationship with the family, and he's a deadbeat, they're gonna put him to task. They're gonna say, "Well, why don't you get your kid?" But you running out here having babies with people you don't even know their middle name. I mean, come
Exactly.
on. You got to stop. And I'm looking at Cam Newton, and here you are, a multimillionaire, and you sitting back. I mean, it really made me sick. He reared back on the thing, slouched down. Oh yeah, and I want more. You know, and
Right.
there's gonna be some foolish woman out there that's gonna have another baby with this idiot, because that's what he is, and I don't care. You're an idiot, sir. This
He
is
is.
not cute.
Let me play this other video, and this is gonna let you know right now. This is what he feels about women, and this is why he feels like he can do what he does. I'm gonna play this second video. This one is very telling about how he thinks about women. So hold on. And I think what the problem was with our feed was Charles said happy birthday. Trey. I
Thank
call him
y'all.
Charles because it says Charles R, but I know you call him Trey. So I'm calling him
Yeah.
Trey. He said happy birthday, Mom. So
Thank y'all
but
for the birthday wishes.
yeah. So hold on. Let me play this one.
Me being who I am, I can take anybody and transform them into who I want them to be. A woman
Oh,
cannot
yeah.
do
That's
that
not true.
in most cases.
That's not true.
Okay,
That ain't
she's not
true at all.
willing.
No, I'm
to do
saying
that.
that no man can take a woman and transform her into what he wants her to be. She came in and is willing to allow you to tell her what you want and sure submit to those. You're
Yes.
not God, and you're
Yes.
not the potter maker. So your hands ain't on no pot,
Thank
sweetie, taking a woman and conforming. You just don't have that power. You probably would like to, but you don't have that power. You can take her, like I just said before, with the womanizer and the guy who, me being in your studio, and say, baby, these are the qualifications, and she chooses, which is her free will to never be yours, to hit them points or not. And when she chooses to hit them points, you then choose to keep her or you choose to shake her. Because you can never take water. Hold on. You can never take water, baby, and make this 7-Up. You can pour it out and fill it back up, but this will never turn to what you wanted. You're not Jesus. You ain't turning water to wine. That's not how it happens. So you can't take a woman and make her what you want. You can tell her what you want, and I'm going to give her power back, and she'll choose to be that. But you don't get the power of saying you made her that, whether an entrepreneur or
I
a
know
mother
that's
or a
right.
wife. She chooses to let you do that by telling you, I'll submit to those orders. There's a difference. Now, with the man, a high-valued woman can do the same thing with the man. Baby, you want to be here?
But you see what
girl,
he said. He said
girl.
he has the power to take a woman and make her be whatever he wants her to be. That
What an
is how
idiot.
he thinks about women.
That is
He does.
ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, he ought to be. I know his parents are ashamed. I know they're ashamed. They have to be. Ain't no way in the world. Sir, you are ridiculous. Because you have money does not make you God. Be clear on that. And you know, the sad part about it is God will show you who's God. So keep talking, keep thinking
Exactly.
you sitting high, looking low. Trust me, God will humble you, sir. He will humble you. He will bring you to your knees. So while you out here spitting this foolishness, you gonna learn. I promise you, gonna learn. And we gonna all sit back and they gonna bring the interview back up again because that's how the internet play, baby. They gonna make sure you remember. They gonna make sure you remember what you said. You know, that is this chick, I don't know who Dr. Bryant is. I give her mad respect. I will refer to her as Dr. Bryant because sister came and she spit nothing but the truth and facts. And she doesn't even have children. She said, I look forward to the day I have children. But guess what? Sis knows what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm. She's
Nobody's playing.
And she puts no cut, no chase on it either.
None. She said, I love the babies before anybody try to come for me. Yeah, we glad the baby's here, all this, la, 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 la. But, sir, you're a fool.
You know, this is the thing about him, though. Even while she's telling him this, he's just like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's like he's not really even taking in what she's saying.
Yeah, because he thinks he's God.
But the fact that he put this out, because this is his this is his show. She is on his show. The fact that he put this out here lets you know he's not taking her seriously. Because if this stuff really pricked his spirit, there is no way he would have did any of this. And Velda says she likes the Cam that talks about the football and business, but not this particular one.
He needs to stay in his lane.
Crazy.
He needs to stay in his lane and put a condom on. Sir.
He really does.
Put a condom on.
He really does. Because this right here, he makes himself look so simple when he talks about this because he really, and you know, this is the thing, this is what ticks me off though. He got that way because of the way the ladies decided to react to him. He did not like the doctor said. They chose to become what he wanted them to be after he told them. So that made me upset in that they conformed to what he liked just to be with him instead of being true to who they were. Because he didn't stay with them. And even though he had kids with these 3 women, I'm sure I would not even be naive enough to think that these are the only 3 women he's ever been with in his life. What Trey says, he has some deep childhood issues. Let me see.
And some father issues as well.
Oh, okay.
Right. And some father issues as well. You're absolutely right. Because I do not know. You know, if you have, you know, I mean, people have kids with multiple partners. Yes, they do. Right. But to purposely to go out there and say, I'm just going to keep having kids like Nick Cannon and stuff. Something's wrong with these people. That is not normal.
But you
know,
are
messing
now
up
Nick,
your
at
children.
least Nick did get married first. I think when Nick got married, he probably thought he was going to stay married. So he did do it that way. Cam said he does not want to be married at all.
I ain't giving Nick Cannon no pass.
I just like Nick because I
like Nick too. I like Nick too.
No,
but Nick is difference. He is not a.
No, see, this is the difference I feel between Nick and Cam is that Nick doesn't down any of the women that he has his children with. Nick is very respectful to the women in the way he speaks. He's not respectful in the fact that he's had all these kids with these women in that aspect. But he never speaks negative of any of these women. Or he doesn't speak negative of women as a whole. Cam speaks of women as if they are a commodity, as if they are a toy, as if there's something for him to play with and put to the side when he's done. Like you said, you can mold and shape and make a woman anything you want her to be? Really?
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. Look, even with Nick Cannon, I remember one of the girls, one of the mothers of one of his kids was on Instagram, and she put on there, Oh my God, it's so exhausting. Come home from work and having to clean and cook and all this for the kid. And the internet ate her up. You mean to tell me you have a baby with Nick Cannon and you can't, and you don't
Exactly.
have a nanny? And she said, I didn't have a baby with him for his money. I was like, well then why? Why did you have a baby with a man with 10 other kids, honey? If it wasn't for his money, because that would be the only logical reason that you would jump in that cesspool of babies. Ain't no way in the world I'm
But
gonna
you
sit
know,
up and have
why? But
girl.
why
Look,
would you? See, that's another thing. That's one of those things you have to ask that question. Why would you? Because some of those kids are the same age. So
yeah, of
y'all
course,
knew what the relationship. Some of the women he has more
girl.
than one child with. One woman
Exactly.
who the baby passed away, God, from, I felt so bad the baby passed away. He went back and gave her another one. So
Another
it's
baby.
like
And
y'all know
sir,
what's going on.
let me tell you, worst. If I was one of those, I don't even know what to call the women. If I was one of those that was in line to have a baby with a man that just want to populate the earth, you better be tearing me off. I need a nanny. I need a cook. I need a maid. I need it all. What else is the point? What is the point? You
And
are
I
in
don't get it.
control as of right now, 828. I keep wanting to say 62. 828, 24. You are in control of your own body. Don't go out here and get pregnant by these jacked up, mentally dilapidated men. It's dumb. What are you doing? I mean, there's ordinary Joes that's on the internet that's like, I got 15 kids. Who are these women that's jumping in line to have babies with these people?
Girl,
Who are
that
these
comedian
women?
guy, Country Wayne, he got a bunch of them too.
Oh, girl, I'm talking about Joe Blow on the corner that don't
No,
have
he had
nothing.
these kids before he became famous. He had a whole
I
bunch
just,
of them too. And
I
it's
just need
like,
to,
I don't get it. I don't
girl.
get it. Have
There
you
is
ever
no
watched those
way.
shows when the women be on the shows and like those paternity
Bachelor.
shows and
Oh,
they'll sit there and go, well, he don't look nothing like none of my other kids. And you say, well, how many other kids do you have? Oh, I have 7. About how many women? About 5. Why you got 7 kids? And y'all out here on paternity court trying to figure it out. All my kids have the ears bent over, just little dumb stuff. And it's like, why y'all kept? What was the woman thinking? And you knew that this man
right.
who he wasn't taking care of him. And she'll say, well, he wasn't taking care of his other kids, well, why did you think he was gonna be taking care of yours?
Yeah, it's look, it's sad. I mean, when I saw that interview, I applauded Dr. Bryant. I for
Yeah,
sure applauded
I
her
like
because
her. I'm gonna look up some
she
more of her stuff. Y'all might see her
right,
again.
right, because she didn't pull any punches. She was very respectful. She pulled no punches. I don't know if he's trying to be like Shay Shay. That's
She
still
got a
funny.
lot of kids.
No, Shay Shay got a lot of views. Maybe he's trying to get his viewership up. I don't know. Because running this interview, I know your mother and father probably closed the blinds of their house and said, I don't even want nobody to know we live here anymore. I would have been terribly embarrassed by that interview. Sir, you are a clown. You sound like a clown. You're out here in the streets creating these babies and just don't even care. You don't care. Yeah,
And he doesn't.
you can go visit them all, but they're all in 3 different homes. And now you're trying to find a 4th home. So I mean, what value are the kids getting out of all of this? I guess you feel like, well, hey, I got a bunch of kids. So that makes you feel good like the big man. I don't know what the girls get out of it. Maybe old girl eats my babies and they back cam. I mean, I guess that's a thing. But what does the babies get out of it? What does the children get out of it? That's the sad part to me. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't care about what 2 grown people decide to do in they messed up life. I don't care. But when you look at those babies, and those babies are like, well, who is that, daddy? Mommy, who is that little girl? Oh, that's your sister. And then you don't see her again for another year because you don't see them because they're not in your life. That's
Yeah.
devastating.
And it's very
It
rare that
is.
you're going to get these three different babies' mothers that are going to want
It's
these
rare.
kids to
Yeah, for sure.
be, yeah,
For
to
sure.
be,
And especially nowadays. Because
yeah,
these people are off the chain nowadays.
yeah.
So it's really a sad, sad situation. You know, you can only pray for those children and just hope that they grow up without that mentality. Uh, Children will have a way of bringing you to task, you know, about what you did. You know, they will remind you the bad parts of what you did. That's
Yep.
one thing about kids. Believe me when I tell you, if your kids aren't grown yet, they have a tendency to come back and tell you about, just like they say, "Oh, I remember when," they will come back and let you know, "I remember when you were trifling." They'll let you know.
Exactly.
So,
Benita
and
said
don't be
happy
hurt.
birthday, Jamie.
Who did?
Benita.
Who said? But I thank you, thank you. You know,
Okay, so
they
give
will
us
let
your 30 seconds, Miss Jamie.
my 30 seconds is, you know, before you go out here and have these babies, think about the legacy you want to leave for your children. And think about the relationship you want your children to have with each other. Your kids, it's hard for your kids to have a relationship with 3, 4, 5 other households. It's just almost not possible. So, nothing's impossible, but it's hard. You know, so think about the children and stop being so god dog selfish.
Amen.
I did
And I
good.
just
See,
hope,
you were even shocked that I did 30 seconds.
I really hope he takes her. I hope he takes her advice to heart. I really does. I hope he listens to the because when she said that you're building a home over here for this, you want to build a home for this child, but you want to leave these over here in a house. I was like, I don't even know
Right.
if he even understood the difference between the words home and house. And I hope that
Right.
he heard that, and I hope that that resonated with him, and I hope that he does just really stops. And maybe even if he can circle back, maybe one of these women could potentially be that wife, because he was just so afraid. And it might be something about them that once he gets past that trauma and seeks that help that he needs, that maybe one of them could be, so that he doesn't, bring a fourth person into that thing. Because I don't know what the ratio of his children. I don't know if it's 4-3-1, 3-3-2. I don't know
Right.
what it is, but
Right.
I just hope he gets whatever it is he needs, so that he can,
Right.
be what he needs to be to his family. Because, like she said, Daddy is not in the house all the time, and kids need that.
Yeah. Daddy's a visitor. He
Yeah,
pops in and pops out. He's a
right.
visitor. Like, who wants a
Dad's
father
on
that's a visitor?
FaceTime.
Yeah. Like, sir, that's the dumb thing. You're visiting your children like they're your nieces and nephews. Oh, uncle's on his way over. Like, come on. No one cares that you can buy them Nikes. Really. Let's be clear. No one cares how much money you have. The kids don't care. They don't care. They want their father in their life. That's what they want. And you're not even able to be in their life because you got too many kids running all around the world. Stop the foolishness. He really needs mental health. And I'm telling you, that thing upset me. Thank you, Angela, for the birthday wish.
Thank you, Trey.
We really do need more conversation. And Trey, we need guys to be talking about it to other guys. And you know this because we've had these discussions. But it's just sad. It really is just a devastating situation. You are not a visitor in their life, sir. You are their father. You need to step up and be a father to those children. But because he's not raising them, he's only the bank for them. He's not raising them, because you can't raise them if you're not in the home with them or have a steady schedule with them. You got 8 kids all over the place.
He should have did like Holyfield. Holyfield bought the mansion, and he moved his wife and his ex-wife and kids on the grounds. He had a house on the grounds so he could see his kids every day. So,
Sure
if you
did.
just want to be the big baller daddy, come up with a
Then
solution where
take the
you can
kids.
see him. And
Take
that's
the
what he
kids.
did.
There you go.
Yep.
Do that. But he's not. It's too easy for him to pop in, hey, daddy loves you, drop off some cash and jump to the next house.
Yep.
So it's too easy. So women, look, have a resume, know how many kids he have, know all of this stuff before you pop in and go, ooh, I can have a baby with him too. Because you're messing up your children. Your children, the people you swear to love more than anything in the world. Those people, you're messing them up. Period. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. I thank you all for tuning in. We hope to see you next week on Why? Because we said so. Our times are 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, and 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we love you all. Like, share, and keep talking about it because people need to hear this. Seriously, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters. Please, it's so important. You don't want grandkids spread all over the place. I mean, they can't even do the whole matching pajama set at Christmas.
Really, Jamie? Okay, we're gonna let you have that one. And on that note, we love y'all. We will see you next
Love
week.
y'all. And happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, Jamie.
Thank you. Bye.
You gotta
Love
dance.
y'all.
You gotta
Hey,
dance.
shorty, it's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your
What is
birthday.
it? One time for the birthday girl, 2 times for the